It's April 12th, 2012, and I just became a grandfather 2 days ago for the first time. And this has been influencing my thoughts. I've been wanting to be more clear in what to share. There was a lot of energy that was released and some trapped energy that was unable to be expressed. Namely, I wasn't there and I haven't seen the child yet, and so I was trying to, in my logical mind, resolve the conflict and try to find cause for such a frustration. What is key, what came to my mind, is this idea of the totem that I talked about a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. I've been working on totems. What I mean by totem is that there is an objective creation in the form of the ideas that are symbolic of feelings, and so a totem, I think of the totem pole. When I was very young, my father took the family to Alaska, and that was my first experience with totem poles and the totem. And the past 10 years, I've been concerning myself with psychology. Though I haven't read Freud's Totem and Taboo, I've come to my own rendition of it. I have read quite a bit of references to his work and Jungian thought, Jungian psychology. But the thing that I was concerning myself with was that I have felt changed by this event. Yet what is a grandfather is the mystery, and at the root of my philosophical perspective at this time is the idea that at its root life is a mystery, and this is what brings the magic, the awe, and the wonder. And if we analyze it to death, then all we do is miss our life. And so it's important to keep that mystery, not be too self-important and attached to what we think we know, so that the magic and the wonder and the awe of the mystery of life and its tremendous majesty can be experienced by us. If we know, then there's no reason to have faith. So, anyway, I know that some of my talks go at depth, and some of my perspectives may not be interested in, and this is what I find very interesting, is that some people require larger amounts of magic in their life, that awe and wonder. For me, as a result of my challenges and difficulties, I have needed to come to some understanding of them. But in my understanding, I also realized that I needed to develop my consciousness to a point where it could accept mystery. So I understand enough, but not too much. So what's been happening with this totem is that an objectification of the ideas that take the form of a symbol of the feelings. They are not the feelings themselves. They are only symbolic representations of the feelings. And this enables me to detach somewhat from being completely possessed by a feeling. Now this can feel like you're draining the life out of yourself if you try to analyze it too much, if you try to objectify it too much, if you're trying to detach yourself and objectify, you lose contact with that wellspring of the living waters, so to say. And if you attach to it too much, you lose yourself in being possessed. Now, there are all kinds of, I like the term that Spengler used, wizard's trickery. And I say simpleton's wizard's trickery, in that there are a lot of people who just have no clue about life, which is just fine. I mean, join the party. I'm right there with you in a lot of areas, you know. But they decide that they learn how to manipulate the world by being possessed and getting their will involved. And the first thing that comes to my mind are artists, or more specifically, actors. A well-performed role is one that you feel the actor is completely invested in, and that they have actually lost themselves to the role, or in other terms, they have become possessed by it. Now, I'm not an actor. I'm not trained. I'm sure they understand what I'm talking about, those that are trained in this. However, they may have take an argument up about that. But generally speaking, our general public wants to be convinced. And generally, what is convincing to them, see, what they pay money for and what they want to see, the general public, that which supports the actor, is a rendition of their own life, something they can identify with. So if the general public is becoming possessed by their roles that they play, then what is going to be convincing when they see an actor is an actor that is possessed by their role. And it can be rather doldrum and boring to see somebody who is so adept at relinquishing themselves and becoming a character. It just almost seems hollow, at least for me. Everybody's a little different. But in my work on creating totems, so to say, you might think of it as art therapy, using symbols that are renditions of depth feelings, experiences at a depth level. In my work, what I've realized is that not only have I tapped into a tremendous wellspring, but of enjoyment in giving expression to these feelings. I've also been able to detach myself somewhat. And this is very, very interesting, because all kinds of perspectives are now coming to my awareness.